Hi guys, so let's start with the tarot. These are general collective messages for the rest of July. This is a mid-month energy check-in. These are collective messages. It's not a private reading or a personal reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So let's get started with the tarot. We'll see what energies are currently prevailing. Two of Cups, Union. So I believe that when I did the reading at the beginning of the month, I know that we had the Queen of Cups as the first card, which was, staying in a more emotionally balanced place, staying in a more receptive place. It seems to be working. You've got the Two of Cups, which is you're probably experiencing unity, you're probably experiencing balance, you're probably experiencing a harmonious environment, a harmonious relationship with others. Or if you haven't yet started experiencing it, the rest of July, that's probably what is supporting you. That's the energy that's wanting to be coming in, is trying to get you into union with people in your life, environments in your life, with yourself also. So, balancing the emotional and the practical aspect as well. So this is more like a, equal give and take. I think in the past few months, there was a little bit of a skew in terms of, giving and taking, giving and receiving. But I think now we're moving to a more balanced place of equal give and take. Okay. Next card, Five of Cups. It's fallen reversed. I'll leave it like that. So there may have been some grief, some loss that you have felt, some time that you took to reflect on the things that you lost. But I think you're changing your perspective about that. I think you are changing the way you view loss, the way you are responding to things that seemingly look like a loss, or have given you grief, but you're now moving out of that. So maybe you gained a new perspective on that. Next card is Three of Pentacles. Again, this fell reverse. So maybe there's a sense of still some, life lessons to be learned. And probably you're going to be doing that in the month of the rest of July. But I think primarily it's going to be about, having a balanced give and take, having a balanced equation with people in your life, also within yourself, not moving too much towards one direction, whether it's emotionality or practicality, maintaining a balance between the two. All right, so I think those are the lessons that you're probably there still are some lessons that need to be learned. At the same time, the Three of Pentacles is a community card, so there is support within your community, within your circle, whether they are friends or family or co-workers or people who you deal with on a regular basis. There is an environment, there is a community of like-minded people supporting you for you to learn the lessons. All right, so probably in the month of July also we're going to be looking at some of those remaining few lessons that you need to still put into place, that you need to still learn in terms of balance, in terms of unity, in terms of coming into union. Okay, next card, King of Swords. So like I said earlier, with the Five of Cups reversed, I think you gained a new perspective on what loss really is, what grief really is. And as you move out of that, as you're completing to learn a few more lessons that need to be learned, and taking the help of community. Maybe you're not taking help of like-minded people where you need to actually take their help. So don't be too rigid about it, okay? Next card is King of Swords, which means that you're going to be going into a more clear way of thinking. You're going to have a more solid thought process. You're going to have better reasoning power, better reasoning ability, also better communication with people. Okay, so as you clear out the lessons that you need to learn, as you clear out any grief that you may have felt, especially in regards to union, your communication will start becoming clearer. As you take help, which is something that maybe you want to work on, is ask for help when you need it. As you do that, your communication will become clear, thoughts will become clearer as well. Your ability to discern from what is right from what is wrong, to discern what is rational, what is logical, and what is emotional, to have that discernment, that you're going to be seeing that coming into your energetic space as well, okay? Next card, Page of Swords. As that happens, as you start to become more clear in your thoughts, become more, no clouded judgment anymore with the King of Swords, no clouded judgment anymore, no looking at things from rose tinted glasses, but rather looking at things for what they really are, okay? Being clear. As you do that, news of new projects, new communication, new ways of doing things, that's a squirrel there, new ways of doing things, new ideas, new inventions, maybe innovations, all of that is going to start coming in as well, okay? So definitely, if new projects, new ideas still haven't come, the potential for new things, the new messages that you're waiting for, new communication that you're waiting for, if it hasn't already come in, because I remember that in the beginning of the month also we did have quite a few cards supporting new beginnings. So if they haven't already come in, they're going to start coming in, okay? So stay in a clear state of mind, stay in a balanced state of being, especially with your thoughts. Under the Two of Cups is the Five of Wands. So perhaps there is still some conflict or internal conflict or some restructuring that is happening with this balance, with this union that you want or that you're experiencing. Maybe there are few aspects left still which are maybe conflicting in nature, which also could be the reason why maybe you did feel a sense of grief or loss, but you're moving out of that. So don't allow external distractions to pull you off. Okay, if you see this card, okay, these people are not really working together, right? They're all trying to cut each other off. Avoid that. Work together with people. Also, one of your messages was take help when required, Three of Pentacles, all right? So keep your focus on, keep your awareness on this balance that you want, this union that you want, whether it's within yourself or it's in your environment or it's with relationships or people in your life. Keep your focus on this, all right? Don't draw focus to this, the Five of Wands. Don't draw focus to conflict or chaos or unnecessarily people pulling you into different kinds of directions, all right? Next card is Nine of Wands under your Five of Cups. So don't guard your heart so rigidly, okay? You don't have to be nervous about experiencing loss or experiencing grief. It's the only way to learn lessons. When you lose things, even if it's part of yourself, even if it's certain ways of doing things, when you let those go, It can be painful, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have a positive to it. It always does, because it always teaches you how to realign yourself going forward. Okay, so just because you've experienced some grief and some sorrow or some loss, don't put your guards up so much that you don't allow people to come in, which is also why I think the Three of Pentacles has fallen reversed. Is you're not allowing people to help you, you're not allowing people to come in and grow with you together. Okay, so don't shut yourself out. If you focus on the conflict, if you focus on the chaos, if you focus on people being on different pages, you're going to eventually continue to keep yourself guarded, keep your heart space guarded, keep your mind space guarded. That's not going to serve your highest good. All right, so take care of that. Also, maybe you felt that you had to prove too many things, and in that you felt a sense of grief or a sense of loss. But maybe you realize now that no matter what you do, no matter how pure your intentions are, or how transparent you are in your communication or in your thought process, there will always be people who will not see your value. Okay, maybe you've realized that. So don't worry, you don't have to keep proving yourself to people. Fight your battles, pick your battles, and don't expend your energy into everything that calls at you. Okay, it's not required for you to engage or indulge in everything that asks for your attention. Choose where you want to invest that. All right. Queen of Cups, back again. So like I said earlier, be in a receptive state, allow people to help you, allow people to lift your burdens, allow people to carry some weight, okay, along with you. You don't have to shoulder everything on your own, you don't have to walk your journey or walk your path alone all the time. It's okay to ask for help, it's okay to receive help, it's okay to stay in a state of receptivity and to allow other people to help you. There's great strength in asking for help. Okay, there's great strength in being vulnerable and showing your vulnerability, especially to the people who you care about and the people who care about you. It's not a weakness, all right? So as you stay in an emotionally balanced place, it's funny how she has now moved to the bottom row, okay? Where when we started in June, if you saw the video and the reading that I did for, July, if you saw the video and the reading that I did for the starting of July, she's the one we opened the reading with, which means she was the focus at that time. And I'm so glad that she's now moved to the bottom as a clarifier, which means that you've already probably done quite a bit of that work. Whatever she embodies, you've already probably done quite a bit of that work. Keep staying in that energy, keep staying in receptivity. Your lessons, what you need to learn, whatever few lessons that you need to learn, those will become easier for you to learn when you stay in a receptive, emotionally balanced, emotionally mature energy, all right? And please ask for help when you need help, okay? The World. If you do this, stay in a receptive energy, stay in the Queen of Cups energy, stay in a loving, nurturing, creative, artistic, abundant energy. Allow yourself to learn the lessons, allow yourself to take the help that you need to take. You will start mastering lessons. There's potential for that. There's potential for you to. The world is essentially a card for completions, okay? So you will complete the remnants of any of the lessons that you need to learn, especially with regards to union. You will master those lessons, you will complete those cycles, all right? It's the only way to move forward. Please don't get scared of completing cycles, and I cannot say this enough, is because just because you're completing a cycle, it doesn't mean you have to let go of those people or that environment or that situation. It just means that for that period, what you needed to learn out of that equation, those lessons you have learned, you have completed those lessons, and you're moving to the next chapter in that equation or that relationship or that situation. Okay, so the only way you can move forward even within an existing situation or a relationship or a dynamic is if you keep progressing and evolving. That is the nature of life. If you don't, you'll stay stuck in that same place, and you will only keep repeating lessons, you'll only keep repeating cycles, you'll only keep repeating experiences. All right, so there is support for you to complete lessons and to move ahead, to close cycles and move ahead. All right, this is also indicative of once you complete these learning these lessons, especially regards to balance, regards to having more harmony, more joy, more equal give and take in relationships. Once you complete those lessons, this essentially means that the doors of abundance open up for you, the doors of whatever you want. The world literally comes at your feet is because you have now mastered all the lessons that you needed to master. All right, so don't wallow in your grief already. I think that you are, although already coming out of it quite a bit, the only thing that might hold you back is being extremely guarded and not allowing people to help you, to fill your cup, to fill your emotional life. And that is the only thing that might hold you back from completing any lessons that you need to complete so that you can move to the next level. Six of Cups under your Page of Swords. You might reconcile with people. So like I said earlier, I just said this, that please don't get scared of completions. Completions does not mean you let go of people. It just means you let go of or you evolve, rather, let me use another word, you evolve to another way of doing things. Okay, you evolve to a more progressed state in that equation, in that relationship, in that dynamic, whether it's in your family, it's at work, it's a personal relationship, it's with friends, etc. Okay, everything has cycles, and if we don't complete those cycles and move to the next one, we only stagnate. All right, so as you do that, as you master lessons, master skills, complete cycles with people, with yourself, even if it's about your habits, and you become ready to move to the next chapter in your life, there will be sharing. There will be sharing of love, sharing of joy, sharing of harmony with other people. This can also indicate you might reconnect with people from your past. It's fallen under your Page of Swords. So I feel like you might get some news or some communication, especially with regards to somebody coming in from your past again. Somebody, now whether it's a project you thought that was a work project, which you thought that was, not going to move ahead, that might start again. Maybe the only thing that was blocking it was you had not learned your lessons that you needed to learn in terms of what balance you want to create, okay, with the Two of Cups. Or if it's a relationship, then maybe news or new ideas, new ways of communicating will come up for you with people from your past as well. Maybe people who you thought you're done with, or people who you maybe didn't have or didn't close certain equations with people because of this lack of balance. Those will start coming in again. It's important for you to learn those lessons though. All right, let's get some oracle messages for you guys. I knew this card will come out as I was meditating. Healing, heal, heal, heal. You've got quite a few cups. Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Six of Cups. You've got quite a few cups. Cups indicate emotions. It's a water energy, indicates emotions. It also does indicate healing, love, being artistic, creative, etc. and all of that. So there is still some amount of healing that you will be wanting to do. Maybe you've already begun that with this Five of Cups in reverse, is you've already started to heal certain aspects that you thought hurt you, or maybe you felt a loss or you felt a grief around those. Okay, next one is Skull. This is about transitions. skull in this deck stands for transition, transformations, okay, grief. You're letting go of that, you're healing that grief, you're healing that loss. As you do that, you will be transformed, you will be moving to the next level. Okay, don't put your guards up, guys. You'll only delay your healing process, you'll only delay your growth, your transformations. It doesn't go away, it'll come back again to haunt you. So don't put your guards up. Loss. As you transition, you will leave certain things behind. As you transform and you heal yourself, you will leave certain things behind. Again, in this deck, loss stands for the cycle of life, transitions and attachments. So you've got a couple of cards for transformation and cycles coming to completions. All right, allow that to happen. Don't block them. Next card is body. You will have a renewed sense of physical vitality. You will have a renewed sense of connection with your body as well, with material things in your life as well. You will become more receptive to your own senses. So that's the beauty about healing as well. As you heal at an emotional level, it starts reflecting on your physical or at an energetic level. As you heal the things and close cycles, there is no other way but for that healing to reflect into your physical realm or your physical body or tangibles. Okay, so as you do that, you will also start to see new vitality, physical vitality. You will feel more alive, you will feel more agile. All of that will happen. Okay, but at the same time, don't try and do cut paste jobs of only focusing on healing your physical body, because if there are some things that need to be healed at an emotional level or at an energetic level, no matter what you do at your physical level, those will still remain, and essentially you will keep repeating until you heal emotional aspects, until you heal energetic aspects of your life. That's the only way to permanently have or at least in a long term have a holistic physical environment as well as a physical body. Okay, next card, next message for you guys is Lantern. You will start your path will start lighting up. Okay, you will be guided, you will be blessed with guidance. Also remember your Three of Pentacles that I said earlier in the beginning is that this is a community card, guidance, spiritual guidance as well, guidance from people who are in your community, in your life, people who you interact with. That guidance is there for you, you have to take it. Okay, so you will have the guidance, you'll know which directions to move into, you'll know which decisions to make as you start healing, as you start transitioning, as you start transforming. Okay, let's get a moon message for you guys. Be bold and make the first move. What did I say? Don't put your guards up. Sometimes people do hurt you or situations do hurt you, but like I said earlier, it's for a reason. It's so that you can learn a lesson and move ahead. Okay, so just because you get hurt by something in the past, that doesn't mean every time a similar situation or a similar person comes into your life, that same thing is going to repeat. Okay, if you put your guards up, you'll eventually actually just lose out a lot more than you can imagine. All right, so be bold, don't put your guards up too much. Your hard work is paying off. So like I said, with the Lantern as well, right, as you heal, and healing does take a lot of hard work, grieving loss also does take quite a bit out of you. As you do that, the universe then rewards you. It rewards you with all the hard work that you've put in, with all the tears of blood that you've shed, or the sense of despair that you've had. And when you're bold enough and brave enough to work on it, no matter how uncomfortable or sticky or mucky it is, when you do that and you really in earnest put in the hard work to work on that, to sort of recover that, and you do that from a place of love, you do that from a place of patience, you do that from a place of pure intentions, your hard work will pay off. Okay, let's get one final message from the Yogic Path deck and I'll wrap it up. Buddha. Oh God, you guys are moving towards enlightenment. This is nice. I'll just quickly read it out, what it means in this deck. But we know that Buddha stands for compassion. He stands for spirituality. He stands for non-violence. Okay, non-attachment. Stands for awareness. Buddha, one who is aware. Buddha is not just one person, but anyone who has an aware and blessed soul. Right now, this is you. You have woken up to your true self and let go of the illusions that were binding you to the material world. Your King of Swords is going to help you with that. You have taken off the mask of security and given a good look into the vastness of your own soul. Once you release this Nine of Wands, once you let go, put down the barriers, allow yourself to be vulnerable. This, you will realize the vastness of your own soul. You have realized that nothing is inherently good or bad, but rather just is. Like I said earlier, no grief or loss is bad. It's just a learning experience. Okay, don't color it with good or bad. It's just what it is. You understand the non-dual nature of the world and are letting go of the judgments of the mind. Hold the knowledge that we are all Buddha nature. It just takes remembering. Okay, so I think for the rest of the month, it's not a very heavy spread. It's quite light. It's just some few things that you need to work on, primarily around, I think, emotions, primarily around relationships, maybe with people, primarily around your own place in other people's lives. You might discover a little bit of that. In that process, you might feel loss, grief, but know that those are there just so that you can learn your lesson. Please don't guard yourself so much that you don't allow lessons to get completed or cycles to get completed. Okay, and once you do that, once you move to a place of mastering those lessons so that you may never repeat them again. Make mistakes, but make different mistakes. Don't keep making the same mistake again and again and again. Okay, once you do that, you'll be surprised at how some of the things that you thought were shut for good, or there was no scope for those things, they might come back again. Maybe the only thing that was holding them back was you not working on yourself. All right, so I hope that this helped you guys, and you guys have a great rest of July. Bye.